little bit late because when I, whoops, okay. Hello, Mod143. So this is interesting. I was doing this research because, it was talked about that somebody was going to cover this Judy Garland thing. And I'm all right, whatever. I didn't think that much about it. And then I started looking into it. And I was like, wow, her life was kind of interesting. So I'm going to cover it because said other person never got around to it. Shocker. All right. I have some good stuff here. Like, there are things. Okay, I'm gonna admit to this, and probably people are gonna go, "How did you not know that?" I did not know that Judy Garland was Liza Minnelli's mother. I did not know. How did I not know this information? I'm not lying. I had no clue. It's like, wait, what? Oh, it all makes sense now. I left a message on here for Empress because she had left one earlier. I see that her comment apparently disappeared. Yeah, I know why it's slow in here too. Shit shows galore. What night is this? Is this Monday? God, it feels like a Monday. All right. Let me start with. Well, first I'm going to share like what I think is a really cute picture of her. Cut what? Wait, what does that mean? Mod143. Oh, cute glasses. I was like, wait, I have to cut? I just got started. Don't tell me to cut. They're not mine. See? It's filter. Filter. I just thought the filter went really good with like the whole rainbow, like background and whatnot. Hey, SM. How's it going? It's warm up in here, y'all. 115 today. Woo. I don't like this kind of weather. Don't like it. Hello, Nailed by Rachel. Nailed by. Every time I see that, I think of something a little different. That is the immaturity coming out in me. I should probably not think that way. All right, we got a few folks in here, so I'm going to. I learned a lot of stuff about her, by the way. Here's the thing: if you do your research, if you literally go in and look up like rare facts about somebody, you'll be surprised the stuff you come up with. I will tell you this: her favorite flower was the yellow rose. I do know that. I learned. Okay, I did not just go in and watch something on TV. Actually, I didn't watch TV at all. I went in and did a lot of research. So I'm going to tell y'all what I learned. We already know she was Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. Hello. That's a no-brainer. There's a lot more to it than that. Let's see here. Let me share. I think this is such a cute picture of her with her parents. Is that not the cutest? So let me turn off my camera. There we go. That's distracting in the background. So I am going to share some little known facts. First of all, her birth name was Frances Ethel Gum. Interesting. You would think Judy Garland is kind of a plain name. Not real, snazzy or anything like that. That was probably her name, but nope, she was Frances Ethel Gum, which, not exactly a great fit for Hollywood's, so they changed it, obviously. Her parents were vaudevillian actors. Vaudevillian? Is that how you pronounce that? And she later came on vaudeville herself, so I don't know if y'all know what that is, right? Her parents, they owned a vaudeville movie theater, so it makes sense that, of course, she was going to become a performer, and she was performing by the age of 2, along with 2 of her other sisters. They sang Jingle Bells. Okay, I don't know if this was like some big thing for them to sing Jingle Bells, because that's been sang a million times, but apparently it was. And she performed with her sisters regularly. They were they were a sibling band, kind of like the Jackson 5, I guess you would say. I mean, you could compare it to that. Um, okay, I don't know if y'all know this or not. Her family was forced to move to Lancaster, California for the most ridiculous of reasons. And honestly, I was not expecting to read this. It says nowadays, if a person had reasonable friends and told them he was gay, they'd go, cool, what are we having for dinner? Which is probably true. But back in the early 20th century, if a guy was even just suspected to be into other guys, they'd send a SWAT team after him. Okay, y'all, do you know how serious that is? Like, that's a big deal. A SWAT team for even being attracted to the opposite sex. Like, what? Unfortunately, this is exactly the fate that befell Judy Garland's dad, and the family was forced to relocate due to growing suspicions in the community. So, I mean, I don't know what exactly made them think that. I mean, just because people are married and have children doesn't mean that they can't be, like, you know. Oh, had that. Wait, Mod 1. Did you say Mod 148? I hope not. Really? I think you meant Port 3. SM. I won't put that up. I was like, wait a minute. What? No. She was called Baby by her entire family, which is kind of cute. Although I think after a certain age, I wouldn't want people in my family calling me, hey, baby. It says, with all the wholesome movies Garland starred in and the cute image she garnered through her career, Baby seems like a fitting nickname for the starlet. Okay. Well, she is cute, though. Look at that picture. I think she's adorable. It says, as soon as they moved to Lancaster, Judy's family dusted their pants off and immediately purchased and opened another vaudeville theater. So they must have been okay with money. I mean, because you don't just move to California and buy, like, a theater with no money. Okay, she started her on-camera career at the age of 7. I did not know that either. I mean, I thought, like, she was Dorothy. That was kind of it. Apparently, I don't know a whole lot because she did a whole lot of things I was unaware of. She's been on a lot of different shows, and she had a hard time there. Raquel, you didn't get a notification. Oh, seriously? Does that mean people are having trouble getting notifications? That's not good. I know a couple other YouTubers / creators, whatever you want to call them. I call them YouTubers. I don't care. That aren't getting notifications. They're not going out for some reason. So you might have to go back into the little bell, hit the bell, like hit no notifications, and then go back up and hit it again, and it should fix it because it fixed mine. So anyway, just a little tip. Yeah, I found out all kind. Wasn't she in? No, she was not on Miracle on 34th Street. Not that I'm aware of. Shirley Temple and I forgot the other girl's name was originally. They were the two people that were looked at to be Dorothy, and Dorothy was originally going to have blonde hair. I did not know that either. I'm just like, wait, all these things I'm learning. See, if you actually read stuff, I know that that's hard, but you really can read and learn some things. Yeah, she probably was upset she didn't get it because that was a pretty big deal. That was a really big deal. She was actually cast as Dorothy when she was just 14. So I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but I mean, she was still in high school. So here she was doing her homework while she was, doing her thing. Why are you laughing, Raquel? He's so crazy. Yeah, she was as other children or other young ladies, boys, whatever, were starting high school. She was starring in her most iconic role, well, pretty much ever, at MGM Studios, which, by the way, oh, hello, Jules. Did you get a notification? Because some are saying they didn't get one, so I'm wondering. Yeah, MGM Studios. Now, I don't want to come on here and, like, be all, negative. There's a Judy Garland filter? Oh, shut up. Oh, you did get it. Okay. I'll show you mine in a minute. I didn't do Judy Garland. I just stuck with kind of like the whole like it's sort of a rainbow theme, so to speak. MGM is kind of shady, y'all. I don't know if y'all are aware of this or not. Yes, please don't forget to like and subscribe. SM always brings that to the y'all's attention. I'm very glad. Thank you very much. I may or may not be having a glass of wine. I'm not scared either. So it says MGM did not treat her very well, which I don't like that. The CEO of MGM called Garland a, quote, fat little pig with pigtails. That kind of pisses me off when she was just a teenager. So imagine the body image issues this girl had. Obviously, it just says, obviously this didn't help with the girl's self-esteem and would ultimately lead to body image issues in the future. Well, of course it is. Yep, drinking has started. I mean, hello, it's after 5. I can drink when I want. I'm a grown-up. It's kind of sad, though, because it does turn out. Yeah, right? Raquel, if somebody called you that at any age, wouldn't you be like, damn, I'm going to crawl over here in this hole and just forget I exist? But unfortunately, and they're saying because of MGM, she became addicted to. Am I allowed to use the word pills, or do I just have to? I know it's after 5 everywhere. Do I have to use the word substances? Well, use the word substances, okay? In this case, they were giving her substances to help her lose weight, also help speed her up a little bit, if y'all know what I'm saying. I know that they're weird with TOS. So the fact that they were giving her that to help her lose weight and help keep her energy up meant they also had to give her something to help her sleep. So much like, they did the same thing with Elvis. Elvis was like that. I mean, they were giving the guy so many different cocktails of different types of substances, uppers, downers, whatever. They were doing the same thing with her. And that's sad because, you're talking about at a really young age, she started this. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. So she became an addict. It got to the point where she could not survive really, literally without them. But they were given to her legally. Now, hold on. I'll take this down. I am reading from something, so y'all see me. Ta-da! So if you see me looking down, I took notes because I take notes. Because my little brain doesn't remember all this stuff. I thought it was interesting that they're giving, or that it was legal to give her these. Well, because a doctor was prescribing them for her, obviously, which I've heard about that a lot in the past, but I didn't think it was like this bad. I think this is funny because in an interview where they're talking to her, I am allowed to say munchkins, right? Well, they were munchkins. It says in an interview quote, Garland described munchkin actors taking peeks under her dress. That's nasty because weren't they grown? Weren't they like adults? But like short adults, right? Somebody help me out here. I'm pretty sure they were little people. Okay. She talked about it in a playful manner because she was too young to understand. Yes, it says it right here. What the Munchkin men were doing was a serious violation. Like they were being perverts, essentially. Gross. She was 14. Come on. I have a 14-year-old. I'd kill a little short asshole if he started looking at my kid like that. I'd be like, nope. Step back, little short dude. No. Eileen's favorite. You are right, SM. I forgot. She really enjoys the little people. If she could be married to a little person and have little children, like running around everywhere, much like the movie, Wizard of Oz, she would be so excited. If she comes back and rewatches this, she's going to kill me. Hello, Angel22. How are you this evening? Okay, I did not know this. She appeared in over 24 MGM films. That's a lot. So she made bank for the studio because despite its poor treatment of her, she became a huge moneymaker, which I would imagine for the studio. That makes sense. This is weird. What are we talking about? We are talking about Judy Garland, aka Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Don't you remember somebody else was supposed to talk about this subject and they just never got around to it? Maybe you didn't know. This is weird. The writers of Gilligan's Islands were fans. Did you know that they were thinking about putting her on Gilligan's Island as Marianne, which I think she would have made a great Marianne. But they didn't. It says she served as an inspiration for the character of Marianne as well. Isn't that cute? Wait, maybe that was what it was. Yeah, because the age. Yeah, because she was already. Was she? Okay, I'll have to go back and look. So just so you know, she passed away she was born on June 10th. Let me get the little facts that you need to know. Da-da-da. I hope no music comes up here because I'll be really upset if it does. I have like 5,000 different like little tabs open. So we shall see where we end up. Ooh. Oh, this is her cause of death, which by the way is so sad, y'all. It's so sad. So it's been 53 years ago. She passed on June 22nd. So what is today? June 13th? No. Is today the 13th? Y'all tell me it's not the 13th. Let me get back into StreamYard. I'm not even in StreamYard. I'm on a different site. Is it really the 13th? Hold on. That can't be right. No, it's the 11th. Oh, I might be in the wrong month. That's weird. So, anyway, she was born in, let's get some details. My mom told me she read an article, Liza Minnelli in it, and she was speaking about how she was younger. Her mom didn't have much money. No. That's because I'm not laughing at what you said, SM. That is correct, because as much money as she made, she spent, and like most people, you'll have to go back and listen if you missed that earlier part, Eileen. Because it was especially for you, and we know that you adore the little people and the munchkins, and yes, essentially by the time she passed away at the young age of 47, she had virtually nothing. She didn't have really any money left. Apparently she liked to work on payback. Y'all are killing me right now. Stop interrupting. Look at what you're doing. Stop. She brought it to my attention. I forgot. Okay, let me get back to where I was. That was interesting. It says her father and at least 2 husbands were her first gay fans. Isn't that kind of weird? We know Jingle Bells was her first signature song. It is hotter than hell in here, y'all. I can't even. I'm dying. But yeah, it says her father and at least 2 husbands. Hold on. That's right. She had 5 husbands. So are they saying that her husbands were her first gay fans? Hold on. Let me read this. According to multiple biographies, Garland's father had affairs with men while he was married. Oh, so it was verified. And okay. Garland's second husband Vincent Minnelli and her third, Mark Heron, were also gay or bisexual. I just learned this, y'all. I learned this with y'all. I did not know this. It's hard to know if she was very open-minded about their sexuality at the time because she clearly didn't like it when they cheated on her and was quick to file for divorce. I did not know that. I'm learning along with y'all. I did not know that. You'll shut up now. What are you doing? Oh, shit. Nope. I know Liza was. I know Liza was big into the LGBTQ. There might be letters added, and I'm not being disrespectful in that way. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's any new letters. If there are, I apologize to those of you who are watching and I don't know them. Because I'm almost saying, I was about to say closeted. That was not going to go over very well now, was it? I'm not closeted. I mean, I'm not up to date on all this. That's what I was meaning to say. Okay. It says, you know what? I also didn't realize that she was in Meet Me in St. Okay, I say St. Louis. I know it's Meet Me in St. Louis. It depends on where you're from. People pronounce it differently. I also did not know that she was in A Star is Born. I have learned all kinds of new things. See what happens when you read? Like, you start learning things. It's crazy. Also, did y'all know this? That she had a connection to JFK. Did anybody know that? Anybody? We love everyone here. Yes, we do. Oh, and Raquel is back. Raquel missed it because Eileen came in here a little bit upset that we were saying that she liked the small people. It's no secret, Eileen. Why don't you want to talk about it? It's okay. As you can see, we're open to talking about all sorts of different subjects in here. So the fact that you like the little people is fine. It's totally fine. Y'all, she's upset because she's not married to a little person. And I can't help her with that matter. Do we need to find you a munchkin, Eileen? I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, I'll stop. I'm really trying to be serious while covering this, but it's so hard. Because I like to be funny. Raquel, you should be up here with me. But you don't know any of the deets, do you? By the way, I've only had 3 sips of wine. You'd think I've been drinking all day. You know what I didn't look at? Hold on. I gotta do this really quickly. Ooh, I love my little light up. I'm telling y'all, this light up keyboard is the bomb. I'm not even lying. It is. Did y'all know? Okay, because since we didn't start out like in the beginning, she was born on June 10th. So technically, yesterday would have been, she was born in 1922. Ooh, shut up. She would be 100 today. Yesterday, she would have been 100. Well, isn't that kind of interesting? Because I did not even know that when I did this. You're already in bed? You have none of the deets. See, you're not helpless. You wouldn't be any help whatsoever because you know nothing. And you're in bed. That's one of my damn calendars off. Y'all, let me say this. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Actually, my birthday is this month. I was like, wait, because I'm all looking at this going, it's Monday. It's not. That's why I had the day mixed up. SM, thank you for reminding me that it is actually July and not June. Okay? Hello, Jennifer Jean. I am so out of it that I don't even know what month it is. So that's pretty bad. Yeah, my birthday is this month. Like in 2 weeks or... What is today again? Yeah, 2 weeks. Something like that. Anyways, I'm getting older. And it's very clear because I can't even keep up with the months. So, my bad. No, don't let it slide. Tell me. Because I was all looking at that going, my calendar's way off. It's all jacked up. Okay, let me rephrase then. She would have been 100 a month ago. Okay? She would have turned 100 if she was still alive. But obviously she's not. So she was born June 10th, which would have been last month, yesterday. right? Would have been a month ago and a day. June 10th, 1922. In Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Which, by the way, if y'all have ever been to Minnesota, it's actually really pretty up there. At least during the summer. I have no idea what it looks like during the winter. My bad. She had several spouses. She had 5, actually, y'all. She had Mickey Deans was her first. Mark Heron, which we just recently learned that he was either gay or bisexual. Sidney Luft. Vincent Minnelli, which we know now is Liza. Oh, now I see why Liza Minnelli looked like she does. She looks like her father. And David Rose, who was her most recent husband. As a matter of fact, when we start really getting into it, I've only had 3 steps. I'm not even lying, Jennifer Jean. Like, it's really sad. He is the one that found her. Deceased. Sad. Really sad. Yeah. I thought it was June the whole time. Y'all, I can't believe. I mean, hello. I know my daughter just had a birthday recently. I knew it was in July. And then there was this big holiday, 4th of July. I never come in my office much these days. In case y'all don't notice, I don't go live very often. Have y'all noticed that? Okay, now you know what I'm going to do when I get off here? I'm going to get my phone out. I'm going to be like, okay, do I have dementia? And I'm not making fun of anybody that does, because I'm not even lying. I've taken this test before, and it goes, oh, no, you have the mind of a 30-something-year-old. I'm all, maybe dirty mind, yeah, but memory? No, clearly, because I don't even know what month it was. That's pretty sad. Damn, I got to get my shit together. Okay. Where were we? Let's get back to what we were talking about. So she had 5 husbands, which I find interesting. And she had 3 children, Liza Minnelli, Lorna Luft, and Joey Luft. Jules going live right now? What the heck? Jules, you can't wait? Give me 30 minutes, girl? maybe that's the 30-minute mark. Okay, so let me go back to where I was. Can y'all see me still? I have like 10 tabs open. I play word games and Sudoku. Yeah, I play games like that too, SM. I play some like memory games or whatever that are supposed to help, and I do fine with those. And you're like, you have to pick the 3 that match and whatnot. I don't know. I play those. They don't help very much though. So it says she was released from her contract with MGM after 15 years of working with them. Now, I don't really know why. It says she was able to work with studios that respected her more than they would a Barbie doll with killer pipes. That's a little weird, isn't it, to put it that way? Unfortunately, her substance abuse problems caused by MGM stayed with her for the rest of her life, which is pretty obvious. This says odd coincidence in dialogue. Judy Garland says the line, "Why didn't you tell me I was in love with you?" in 2 movies, For Me and My Gal and Easter Parade, is just a bizarre coincidence, or is it a hint that Judy Garland cinematic universe? I don't know about that. Have y'all ever heard that saying? Why didn't you tell me I was in love with you? I think I would know. She became a gay icon. I did not know if y'all knew this. I didn't know this. Garland's career. Yeah, essentially they did, SM. They really treated her awful. Her career was really picking up steam in the 50s and 60s. During that time, she became known as an icon for the gay community. People of the community identified with her work, and it's easy to see the metaphor of going over the rainbow, speaking to LGBTQ plus people. Okay, so there you have it. There is a plus in there, in case I didn't get it correct earlier. I don't like to give misinformation, but there's so much in here, y'all. I started reading and I'm like, oof, where do I start? Because there's like stuff everywhere. Which, don't you find that a little bit interesting? I guess she was not so bitter after all that she had, maybe because her father, she found out was bi, and 2 of her husbands were either gay or bi. They had to have been at least bi. According to coworkers, okay, this is where she had this. I did not know this either. She had an incredible memory. According to coworkers, Garland was able to sit through a movie once and have all the dialogue memorized by the end. Do you know how hard that is? I don't even know what month it is. Like, couldn't tell you clearly. This girl could sit through a movie and quote the entire dialogue afterwards. Wow, that's pretty sharp. Just imagine what she would have done if she hadn't have had all the issues with the substances and whatnot. Right? That's what I said. Holy shit. I'm over here like, it's June. It's June and I've got a red Solo cup. Clearly, I don't have the same memory. A lot of gay men and cross-dressers used to perform as her, and I think that kind of flattered her. They look, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, they do the same with her daughter, who I cannot believe all this time I did not know Liza Minnelli was her daughter. I feel kind of like a dummy. Yeah, because I mentioned it to a certain person in this house. How could you not know that? I'm like, I don't know. I never looked up information on her till now. Okay, I did know this only because I read it. Just so you'll know. She did star in the original A Star is Born, which is kind of interesting because I've seen that movie and I don't remember her being in that. But I mean, she obviously probably, by then she was growing up a little. She was famous for her concerts. She had a beautiful voice. I know, y'all, because she really did sing Over the Rainbow, amongst other songs. She had a beautiful voice, which it really sucks that. And you could kind of have to blame it a little bit on MGM for what they did with the whole pushing of the substances and whatnot on a young lady. But their reason for that, was because she weighed too much. She was actually given a lot of flack about her body size, which I find really unfair and kind of disgusting because, they most definitely wouldn't like my body size if that's the case, because they'd say, no, you got to go. She only won one Grammy. Did y'all know that? She only won one. She won a Grammy for her live recording at Carnegie Hall entitled Judy. She was the first woman to ever receive this award. Two of Garland's most critically acclaimed performances came long after Dorothy went over the rainbow. So they're saying, while many think of Garland as a child star, two of her best performances came long after Wizard of Oz, which is A Star is Born and Judgment at Nuremberg, which I've never seen that. Have any of y'all ever seen that? Because I've never seen it. Both were filmed when the star was well into adulthood. In 1964, she married Mark Heron. Is it Heron or Heron? I don't know. In a traditional Buddhist fashion. She was married by a monk. I didn't know that. And the entire ceremony was in Mandarin, or it was in Mandarin. Like, how, if you don't speak Mandarin, how would you know what they're saying? Maybe she did. She was the youngest actor to ever win the Cecil B. DeMille Award, which I happen to know. I do know what that is. She was 39 when she won the coveted award. The Cecil B. DeMille Award is awarded to someone who has made outstanding contributions to the world of entertainment, which I think that's really kind of cool that she won that. Unfortunately, a flame that burns twice as bright only burns half as long. Garland died at the age of 47 from a substance abuse overdose. She also was from what people say, she was a terrible alcoholic. Like, apparently she drank a lot. She was this says posthumously, which, I mean, I know means after she was gone, was given a well-deserved Lifetime Achievement Award after death. The AFI appreciated her contributions to film. In 1999, the AFI named her among the 10 greatest female actors from the classic cinema. That's kind of cool. Let me show you guys some other pictures of her because she's so pretty. She's really a pretty woman. I don't know if you guys know this or not. I was reading this too. They would put caps on her teeth and some sort of a tip on her nose to change the look of her face. Isn't that interesting? I did not know that. Oops, let me get myself off here. Oh, she was superstitious. In this picture right here, look at her right foot has a shoe. I don't know if y'all can't tell it, I bet. Her left foot does not. She was superstitious that if she wore shoes on both feet, that something bad was going to happen. So she would wear her right shoe and not her left shoe. And this particular time, which it looks to be that she's getting off of a plane, was photographed with just the one shoe on and the one shoe off. How strange is that? What a weird superstition I have. But I mean, hey, we've all got our things. Here's the obvious. Hello. Oh, by the way, she was a huge animal lover. She was very attached to this dog, Toto. Which, how can you not be? Look at this cutie. Hello. Aw. See, I'm like that too. I love dogs. I love animals. But yes, she was very attached to animals. She loved them. Yeah, that is weird, right? That's such a strange thing to, Oh, yeah. Yeah, Raquel. It was a lot of them. They So essentially, here's the other picture from. I did this from my computer. You can tell it because it has lines in it. But oh, did y'all know too? Look at this dress. It doesn't even show up in this picture. This dress is actually pink and blue, not pink. It's not blue and white, which is really strange. But it shows up on film as blue and white. That's just one of those odd little facts that I thought y'all might want to know because I didn't know. So her weight issues. Look at here. In my opinion, she looks great. But you'll have to remember that they were giving her these particular substances to help her lose weight. I'm trying to figure out a way to say it without. It's essentially speed. I know, right? Wasn't that one of the first color movies though? Yes. The way that they did the colorization on it made the dress look like it was actually blue and white, and I don't know what they called it. I forgot the name of it. That I have like 10 tabs open, y'all. So much stuff I'm reading about. I was like, oh my god, where do I start? Where do I even start? I was going to go. Okay, this is after she passes. I was going to show you more pictures. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman. This is her younger years. Look how pretty she was. But I wouldn't have thought about them like changing up. Think about it. Back then we didn't have like, everybody now just goes and gets their nose fixed if it needs to be fixed, or they get their teeth done, or whatever, or some people's teeth just pop right out of their mouth. I don't know. But in her case, they would put like the literal like little cover, like little things on top of her teeth to make them look different. Look how beautiful she was. So pretty. Okay, this is one of her marriages, and I'll be honest with you, I don't really know who that is. I don't think that's the Manelli guy, or is it? Don't remember which one this is. Hold on, I'll tell you. Because when I did the screenshots of the pictures, hopefully, let's see who this was. Okay, these are her marriages. So she was married 5 times. She was married a total. Her first husband was. Oh, that's interesting. I gave you wrong information. I'm so sorry. Her first husband was David Rose, who gave Garland an engagement ring on her 18th birthday, despite already being married to an actress and singer Martha Raye. I didn't know that. I didn't read this before I put it up there. They were married in 1941 and divorced in 1944. Her second husband was Vincent Minnelli, which we know is the father of Liza Minnelli, as mentioned. They were married in 1945 and divorced in 1951. Garland then married Sidney Luft in 1952. The couple had 2 children, Lorna and Joey. They were divorced in 1965. Wow, she just didn't have a whole big record of staying with people. After Garland sued Luft on the grounds of mental cruelty, I did not know this, She also claimed that he was physically, oh, so there was some DV going on there. Mark Heron was Garland's fourth husband. Heron announced their marriage while Garland was... Let me find where I took off here. Oh, she was technically still married to Luff. So Heron and Garland were not officially married until 1965. Damn, they separated after only 6 months, with Garland testifying that Heron was physically, well, there's DV there too, towards her. Heron claimed it was self-defense. What? Garland's fifth and final husband was Mickey Deans. Okay, so I had it wrong. The other guy was the first. Mickey Deans was the last, who she married in London in 1969. Okay, self-defense. Like, does anybody buy in that self-defense thing? I don't know. I don't know the full story there. And with her being on substances, I don't know. It could have been a possibility. No, that's right. They didn't have plastic surgery back then. But she still, in my opinion, she didn't need it. That's just my opinion. Here is her and her girls. I think this is such a cute picture. Liza Minnelli is like... So you can obviously tell which one is Liza. She's in the back, in the middle. And then the two younger ones are in front. But look how... They're a beautiful little family. Like, how sad that her life was taken. It wasn't really taken from her, but in a way it kind of was, because they really pushed all these different substances on her. And that just makes me sad. The more I read about that, I'm like, that's wrong. That's so wrong. But, you know, they do what they do. And they don't care what the consequences are, clearly. So the medications that she was on, and I don't even know if they even still give these out anymore. The original, okay, so the ones that made her hyper were the amphetamines. Am I allowed to even say that? But the ones that they gave her to help her sleep were barbiturates, which I haven't heard that word in ages. It's a sleeping pill, essentially. So, I mean, you know, they were, like I said, they were doing the exact same thing as Elvis was doing. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Constantly pumping her full of, you know, different substances. Of course she's going to be an addict if you do that to somebody. What do you expect? So, I mean, it looks like she did live a very short life. I'm going to read the day that she died. So it says, this is the day that Judy Garland's star burned out. And this was written in 2019, so we've got 3 years on this one. So it would have been 53 years ago. Her husband of only 3 months, a fellow who called himself Mickey Deans, his real name was Michael DeVinco. I kind of like that name better. Broke open a locked bathroom door in her London flat on June 22nd, 1969, only to find the singer and movie star slumped on the toilet with her hands still holding up her head. Although she looked much older, thanks to the ravages her body had endured for decades, Judy was only 47 at the time of her death. I haven't seen any most recent pictures of her, and I wonder if she wasn't like letting people take her picture later in life. I don't really know. It says a legion of fans from the 1940s to the present day have thrilled to Garland's brilliant performances in such classics as, well, obviously Wizard of Oz, Meet Me in St. Louis, Easter Parade, Babes in Arms, so on and so on. But the star also suffered a lifetime of mental and physical health problems. After Garland's body was discovered, Scotland Yard was called and an autopsy was conducted by the London coroner, Dr. Gavin Thurston. The cause of death was listed as barbiturate poisoning, and it's called quinabarbatone. Never heard of that. Incautious self-overdosage. Okay, accidental, which essentially means that she OD'd. Accidental overdose. So sad. There was also evidence of cirrhosis of the liver. That's not surprising because it says she was given the amount of alcohol that she was given daily that she consumed was a lot. Some say no, that they really didn't see an issue with that, but most people say yes, they did. As a matter of fact, it even affected her acting abilities to the point where there were times where she would go, to do a show or a movie or whatever, and she would be so inebriated that she couldn't speak. She would be slurring her words. That's coming from me, by the way. I've read that already. Thurston told the press this is quite clearly an accidental circumstance to a person who was accustomed to taking, we'll just say B, over a very long time. She took more B's than she could tolerate. So yeah, she essentially took too many. Accidental is not exactly the word I would have used to make the final diagnosis. Be it a predilection to alcohol, the now rarely prescribed. Okay, see, that's why you don't hear of it anymore. It's not prescribed anymore. I knew I haven't heard that word in a really long time. The B, then a common sleeping pill, but extremely dangerous because the high risk of overdosing on them, which is what happened to her. And then, quote, pet pills, or the illicit drugs she was reported to have consumed while partying with musicians in swinging London of the late 1960s. Active addiction is a slow but certain form of passing. It is what one of the patients would call a slow S for those too afraid to do it more quickly. Oh, that's sad. Isn't that sad? Hello, Forever Young. Hello, hello. I'm doing Judy Garland. Yes. Yeah. Oh, honey, I'm always a woman of my word. Now, whether I get it done on a timely manner, that is like, I took a minute because I was actually supposed to do it yesterday. But yes, I am. Yes, ma'am, I am. So thank you very much for that. According to the obituary in the New York Times, Garland's ex-husband, Sid Luft, a film producer, alleged, oh my God, I didn't know this, alleged that she attempted S on at least 20 different occasions. Wow. Beginning at the age of 28. Okay, this is one very bothered lady. Like, she had some real mental health issues, and I didn't realize this. I didn't know any of this until I started reading this. She was hospitalized many more times for many different health crises, ranging from nervous breakdowns, injuries after literally falling down drunk, and laryngitis and vocal problems. A singer of remarkable power and range, Judy Garland was one of the brightest stars in the firmament that was Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, aka MGM, film factory of the 1940s. Long before the tough times while filming all these wonderful movies at MGM with an impossible young Mickey Rooney. I found this interesting, y'all. I didn't know that she did all this work with Mickey Rooney until I started reading about her. I really didn't know much about her. Judy was prescribed stimulants and depressants, which she claimed was at the direct order of the student mogul, Louis B. Mayer. Shame on you. Making matters worse, her adolescence was not spent in a high school like normal American teens, but instead at the studio, film premieres, and parties with the likes of Lana Turner and Clark Gable. Well, that's kind of interesting, but I mean, bless her heart. To quote her, they'd give us pet pills, as she called them. She recalled, then they'd take us to the studio hospital and knock us out with sleeping pills. Wow. After 4 hours, they'd wake us up and give us pet pills again. Okay, so y'all see the whole. Apparently, this is just a thing, and that's the way we got thin. That's the way we got mixed up, and that's the way we lost contact. Wow, that blows my mind. The Breakfast Club of the 50s, huh? Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize it was that bad. That's really sad. I make myself sad. Heavily drugged, I can't say the word, on a slurry of substances she had been legally prescribed, and I mentioned this before, by quack doctors, of course, since her earliest days at MGM, along with unhealthy doses of booze and opiates. She stumbled through her lines and songs. She fought bitterly with the alcohol and troubled director Busby Berkeley, who I don't know who that is, with whom she had a bitter history dating back to the 1942 film that introduced Gene Kelly to movie theaters, For Me and My Gal. I've never seen that. A stunningly terrific musical in glorious black and white. And this particular article says, I challenge anyone to watch these two talented stars effortlessly sing and dance the title song without breaking into a warm smile. Aww. So it seems like she had some happy times, but they were always kind of had the stank on them of all these substances, which is really horrible that they were pushed on her like that. You know, this went on for quite a while. I don't know if y'all know this, but a lot of even like, you know, this had to stop at some point, because you're talking about even young children up to, and I'll look into it. I'll find out the real story about it. But I know that young actors up to a certain point were saying that a lot of unsavory things, I will put it that way, were happening to them, like behind screen and all this kind of stuff, which makes me sick to my stomach. I'm hoping that that's not happening anymore with, what's going on now with Me Too and all that. You'd like to hope not, but you never know. In 1949, Garland was abruptly fired from playing Annie Oakley in the MGM production of Annie Get Your Gun for excessive tardiness, overweight, drunkenness, and instability. Only 1 month into filming, Betty Hutton was hired to fill Judy's ruby slippers, so to speak. I did not know that either. Y'all were learning together. After a lengthy hospitalization at the Peter Bent Brigham Hospital, she was given another chance to work on the 1950 movie Summer Stop. Never heard of that either. With her old pal, Kelly. Judy's weight ballooned and dropped during the filming, which is evident from watching the different scenes. Now I want to watch that just to kind of see like what happened there. Her tardiness and absenteeism led to a final dismissal from MGM. Despondent and depressed, she lightly grazed her throat with a shard of glass in an S attempt. Yet it was not the end of her life or career. She continued to perform on stage and screen, scoring one of her biggest roles in A Star is Born a few years later. Wow, I did not know this. As the New York Times opined, perhaps the most remarkable thing about the career of Judy Garland was that she was able to continue as long as she did, long after her voice had failed and long after her physical reserves had been spent in various illnesses that might have left a less tenacious woman an invalid. Several years ago, when writing my book, An Anatomy of Addiction, I attempted to explain the risks of a disease that begins with a voluntary action, but soon, wow, that's a big word, can't even say it, and I know big words, into a deadly obsession. I was reminded of these words while thinking and writing about the American icon that was Judy Garland. Wow. And she passed, y'all, when she was 47. She's only 47. Yes, up into the 80s. That's what I was thinking too, Raquel. I'm pretty sure that up into the 80s that they were still sort of pushing, and I know that there were some situations that took place to some of the young actors and whatnot, because they have come forward and spoken since then and said, hey, you know what, this happened to me, and I absolutely believe that all that kind of stuff happened. But I didn't realize, that it went so far back. I wouldn't have thought about them essentially, giving somebody all these different substances to keep them. I didn't know weight was an issue back then either. I mean, here, hold on, let me get this picture off real quick. Oops. I'm trying to see if I have any more photos now. So I would not have thought about, because you look at Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe had she was a full figured woman, and she was everybody thought she was amazing looking. So I guess this whole you gotta be thin thing has been going back for a lot of years. I had no idea that many years. A lot have come forward. Exactly. Yeah, but I didn't know it was that bad. That's really kind of sad. So yeah, it was determined. Obviously, there was an OD. That's what she passed from, but she didn't have a very long life. I mean, she started acting as of age 2, up until shortly before she passed. Like, wow. I will never watch The Wizard of Oz the same again. Except for I will find some munchkins, especially for Eileen, because clearly she has a thing for them. So anybody who sees little munchkins running around, do they have orange faces, or is that in another movie? I think that might be another movie. Am I confusing them? I think I'm thinking of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or there's 2 different versions of it. Those are the orange face guys, right? Hold on. Now I need to see. I need to know. I have to go to the Google. Here we go. It doesn't show any of the little people on here. Why not? Oh wait, here's one. Please don't start playing music. Oh, that one's going to play music. I can tell it's going to. It's going to get me in trouble. I don't see any little orange face dudes on here. They don't show any of the little munchkins. Where's Eileen? She's going to be so disappointed. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was Charlie and Chocolate Factory, but I was getting them mixed up. Of course, I also thought it was June and it's July, so there's that. But I do know how to read. A little bit. Not a lot, but a little. Just a little bit. Y'all, now that was kind of a sad story. I was hoping it was going to be more uplifting, but it was sad. Oh, what the hell is that? I think a mosquito the mosquitoes? Really? What is going on in the desert right now? Christine, where are you when I need you? Like, that's odd. We don't get very many. Believe it or not, mosquitoes are not a big thing out here. Yeah, a mosquito bit me. Crazy ass mosquito. What's the next person whose life shall we look into next? Who would be interesting to talk about? It was sad. Now I just want to go and drink a whole lot, which I'm just kidding. Actually, I don't know what this drink tastes like here. This is some kind of seltzer. I like seltzer. Oh, look, ASMR, like they do on Sip and Key. Hold on. Did that work? I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. Did we do the ASMR? Did it work on that? Or no? Because it's supposed to go shh, bubbles. Can anybody hear bubbles? No? Oh, you can hear the crispy? Yay! I'm so excited. It was crispy. It's seltzer water. Nope, you couldn't hear it, Raquel. Turn your little ear things up. SM said it was crispy. It's different. Not great, but it's okay. The stuff with the no sugar in it, literally no sugar, is exactly that. No sugar. Ooh, speaking of which, I think my doctor is about to put me on a real big diet. Oof. I'm not excited about that. I'm not excited. I am, but I'm not. I don't want to go on this kind of diet, that's for sure. I'm still shocked at how much I learned about her. And there's still a lot more to go. I just can't believe I didn't know Liza Minnelli was her daughter. I did not know. Ooh, maybe I should do a special on Liza Minnelli next. We just go down the family. What do y'all think? Who shall our next person be that we talk about? And I'm supposed to do these on Sundays, but today's Monday. I do know that. I do know what day it is. I just didn't know what month it was. So I was behind a month. Yeah, I know, right? Raquel, that's what I say. Yuck. But it's best for me. You know, I'm ready to be back to my little skinny self. It's hot in here, y'all. That's right. She had a whole boatload of husbands. That's like a family thing, isn't it? That's right. Two of them. Hold on. Two of them she married twice. Shut up. Okay, I tell you what. We'll do Liza Minnelli on the next one, and I'll make a whole little word, like a word project, so that I know exactly what order to go in, so that I don't jump around. Because I know I jumped around a little bit on this one. That would be a good one. I didn't even think about that. 7 husbands and 2 she married. Why would you make the same mistake twice? Twice and twice. Like, you didn't learn the first time that he's a loser? She's still living though, right? Or no? Hold on. Damn it. I'm going to go to Google, y'all, because I can't remember. I feel like she is, though. Here we go. I feel like she's still with us. Yeah, she's still alive. I thought she was. Plus, she was in Cabaret and this. Oh, seriously? Ooh, okay, so let me write that. Let's see if this piece of crap pen works. Oh, of course it does not. I have been watching Orange is the New Black, y'all. Don't ask me why. I'm supposed to be reading a book called Where the Crawdads Sing, because the movie comes out this Thursday. So for those of you who like to read the movie before you watch the movie, read the book before you watch the movie. Did I say read the movie? I meant read the book. I have the book. Read the book before you go see the movie, because I think it makes it very different. Liza Minnelli. Okay. And now I have lots of time to look up information on her. She'll be our next one. Reach out to her. She may do an interview. Oh, girl, I wish. You know what, though? I haven't seen her around much these days. I want that. Oh, that would be the coolest of cool. I would probably be like, huh? Wouldn't that'd be amazing. The girl in the movie was in the Mormon Show on Hulu. She's a good actress. Oh, that's going to be in Where the Crawdads Sing? Is that what you're talking about? Because I've heard that the girl that's going to be in the movie for that book is supposed to be really, really good actress. What are those emojis? Oh, I see a drink. Something in a drink. I can't think of her name right off bat, but yeah, she's supposed to be really good. I have not sat down and read a book. By the way, on this day, 2 years ago, my second book was published. Boom, just like that. Well, that just popped right up, didn't it? I went to hit my keyboard. I forget there's hotkeys on it. Apparently, I don't remember. But yeah, 2 years ago today, my second book was published. Because you said movie book. Did I say movie book? Go watch a movie book. Yay. No more alcohol for me. Y'all only had like a little bit of wine. Like, that's pretty sad. Clearly, I'm a lightweight these days. Just because I'm a hefty girl doesn't mean I can drink a whole lot. I'll be a cheap date to take to Vegas. That's for sure. I don't know. I think if I had one of those big old drinks like Mom June and Jessica have, I would be like, I'd probably be okay there. Because, when you go in the casinos and stuff, they have all this oxygen and stuff. Yeah, I hear that. It's the heat. What was that? Did I get a text? I don't even know what that was. It is the heat. Girl, 115 is a lot. Did I really say go watch a movie book? I meant read the book before you watch the movie. That's not what I said, is it? Lord have mercy. Well, I'm only on my 34th case today. I can't help it. Maybe after my 34th case and I get on my 35th one, I will have better memory. I'll have better functions. What do you think? Or is it going to be worse? And where's Eileen when you need her? Because she's all about the drinking. How do y'all like my little background thing? Is it kind of cute? I didn't... Boozy. Oh, Susie Boozy. There you go, Raquel. You go with Boozy. Which is kind of funny because I don't really drink very often. Yeah, I made that little thing behind me, behind my face. Kind of cute in there. If I had known that my head was going to be as big on here as it is, I would have made it smaller, like the little shoe. I tried to get like 2 little slippers on here, and it looked dumb, so I didn't do it that way. And I guess I could have done this technically as an overlay, couldn't I? I don't know about all that stuff. I don't know. It's hard enough. All I know is I pay for it. They take it out of my account every month. They don't forget. They do not forget. So is that my new nickname? Boozy? I have so many nicknames. Do y'all realize how many nicknames I've been given? Like a lot. That seltzer water is not very good. I'm very picky about my seltzer water. Okay. All right, I think we're going to wrap this up. Oh, I had a whole another little thing here to read. Oh, this is a good one. This is a long one. Holy cow. I did not know about the S attempts with her. That's super sad. 20 times. Can you imagine? So she must have been, you know how those stars that you think is Snoozy? Yes, Snoozy is what Julie calls me. Not Boozy. She calls me Snoozy. Snoozy Boozy. Oh my God, there you go. Snoozy Boozy. Can you imagine though being from 14 essentially on, I mean, even though she was doing things much younger than that, living most of your life not wanting to be here? Sad. I just think she was 47 when she passed, so that's young. Sad story. Hopefully Liza's will be more upbeat. You know what? I wish that YouTube would let me play music. Oh, single ladies. She did a little cameo on Sex and the City Part 2, the movie. Now, if there's one thing I know my history about, it's Sex and the City. I've watched every episode at least 10 times. I know a lot about that. So if y'all ever want to talk about Sex and the City for whatever reason, let me know. Are we allowed to say that word on here? I don't even know. All right. Either way, it is almost 9:30. Ooh, which means it's past midnight at some of y'all's houses. Oh, my Lord. I'm going to peace out of here. But Liza Minnelli is my next subject. And if I say I'm going to do it, I promise to do it. All right, ladies. Thanks for coming in and keeping me company and learning some new stuff because I learned a lot too. And thanks for reminding me that it is July and not June. That I really appreciate. I got to get my shit together. Good night. Everybody have a fabulous night. I'm going to go see what is going on the TV. Don't forget to like. Yes, as SM says, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. All right, everybody. Have a fabulous night, and I will see y'all again soon because I'm going to start covering Real Housewives. Bye.